Hey, Lance Sumner here, Springfield, Virginia. I want to take a few moments of your time to share with you why you really need an autoresponder and should be building your own list. And I'm just choosing, as you can see, AWeber here. There's GetResponse, there's PTSend, there's a few out there, but I choose to use AWeber. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works, give you an idea, and just help you with your essential elements of online success. And don't mind my transitional new glasses. They transition from when it's light outside, they get a little bit darker. So that's just, they actually are pretty cool. So when you pick an autoresponder, I like AWeber better than GetResponse, but AWeber seems to have a little bit better deliverability rate. And when you first come to the login page, I recommend that everybody just take the trial, 30-day risk-free trial, and then just start off with the $19 per month up to 500 subscribers. And then as your list grows, and this is building your list, as it grows, then it will let you know, and you could just move up to the next level. So here, when you first log in, you come to the dashboard, and it shows how many subscribers you had today, yesterday, how many unsubscribed. Well, you have to learn some skills, a few skills out here, some traffic lead generation strategies or techniques in order to start having people opt into whatever capture page you have that will drop into your list. So I'm going to give you an example. So first off, when you first log in, you may not have any list names. So you would have to go over to up here on the right. Let's just orient you a little bit here. This is the current list it's on, work with my name, and manage list, my apps, a little profile, account information, messages for your series and being able to, your series of emails that you may have set up within a list, as well as your ability to broadcast out to anybody on your list, and set up campaigns. You have subscribers. You can look and manage subscribers and move them from list to list so that you can segment. Talk a little bit about that in a minute. Creating sign-up forms, because sometimes you need them on various other business opportunities where you have to create a little opt-in form with the first name, email, or just an email. I'll show you that too. Ability to print out and get some reporting, and your list options and settings. So I'm going to try to take you through this as quickly as possible, but it's important for you to understand how this works, because if you set it up correctly, you can really have making sure that your emails are going into the inbox and versus the spam folder, and also just continue to build your list, because your income will be directly relational to the growth of your list and to the size of your list as you grow. So I started really about, a little over a year ago. But just keep focusing on list building. As you can see, it's up over 13,000. I've cleaned it since then. It was up higher than that. Had to kind of clean out the what I call the dead wood. And then, of course, you always export your list over and make sure that you keep all those subscribers, whether they were dead or not, because you can sift back through there and see if they come alive again. It's just an example. So never just dump your subscribers. You can export your list over into a spreadsheet, comma separated value, Excel spreadsheet, .csv, and just maintain those subscribers. So anyway, let's just get busy here. So let's go manage lists. I'm going to create my first list. I'm going to show you why. So we'll just do one. I just show you create a list. Go here. Okay, it's going to come up. It's going to ask for your name. So just have your name. Whatever your company website may be, you can put that in there. And choose, and I don't recommend anybody be putting their exact address on here. Just choose, maybe what it is, a P.O. box, or, like whatever your address number might be, but I don't recommend putting the full. Like over here, I had it in the beginning, and then I realized it's probably not the best idea, but you still want to annotate so that you show that you're over here in Springfield, Virginia. You got to put all that information in. And down here in the sender's name, you would have your name. And I highly recommend that here's where it's important. The sender email sending out that you have. If you have a domain like me, I have retiredlivinglife.com. That's with GoDaddy. So you can go over, and if you have any domains with GoDaddy, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can always reach out to me and ask me how this works, and I'll show you and I'll help you. You just set up a domain, retiredlivinglife.com, and they usually with GoDaddy will give you an email address associated to it. So I just created the Lance Sumner at retiredlivinglife.com. Very important when you're sending out, because the autoresponder definitely will deliver this a better way versus you just using Lance Sumner at gmail.com or AOL.com. This is much more professional, much more in line with the typical best practices out here online. Let's just call it that. So anyway, then you go to the next step. You got that in there. Going to give it your list name, whatever that's going to be. We'll just call it test for now. Test. Give it a description, whatever your description is. We'll just call it test. Just give it a short little description. You know, give some meat, a little bit of meat to your subscribers when they see what it is and what it's about. You know, it could be techniques, strategies, and tips to creating greater online success, whatever that blurb is for you. And then, next step after that. And of course here, they will have to opt in. Unless they've already opted in somewhere on your list, you can work around that. But I usually just choose this response required to get them to click the confirm. Make sure that they are subscribed to your list. You can always edit in the confirmation message body. It's not necessary. If you feel it's needed to expound a little bit for them, you can do that right here. Then you're just going to go approve message and create list. Okay, so now we see we're on the current list is test, right? So, okay, well, why is this important? I'm going to give you an example. So when you have a business opportunity, I'm going to use my business opportunity as an example. Aspire Digital Altitude. In many of these opportunities, they will have their own funnels or capture pages. But they will also have the integration piece for you, so that if you're using an autoresponder, you can just get the list name with a unique ID to that list and put it in their block, so that when you're using their funnel, like here, I'll show you, we'll go over to My Lists. I'll go to My Links first. I'm going to give you an example. My Links. Okay, let's just say this capture page right here. 6 steps to 6 figures, 90 days or less. Right here, this capture page. But I need to make sure it's linked back to my autoresponder. So I would have to go just over to My Lists, back under My Marketing again, to My Lists, and now over here under the original, Aspire Original, and this one just happens to be the sales page, I will click AWeber right here. If you have Get Response, click Get Response. This is asking for the AWeber unique list ID. Okay, well, I need to go back here. I'm going to have to go back to Manage Lists. I'm going to have to go down to Test, find Test, and now click Test, and we're going to show you where you get that. Okay, right here, under this basic information, unique list ID. We grab that. You can hit Control-C for copy, or you can either right-click on your mouse, like so, and click Copy. Go back over here, and you're going to put that information in that block, that unique list ID. Then you'll hit Save, and I'm going to leave that there because it's a different list. And also, in many cases with any business opportunity, sometimes they give you a campaign sharing code. You can grab this campaign sharing code, go back to your list, and you can actually set up a series of emails using that campaign sharing code. I won't necessarily go through that, except you can grab it, stick it in there. Just do yourself a big favor. Test every single email message when you download the sharing campaign to make sure it's your specific link. If not, you have to change the hyperlink to make sure it's attributed to you, so that you're not running traffic or sending messages that will not gain you for you building your business, but it was associated somewhere else. So you got to test everything. Just make sure you test everything. So anyway, basic settings, personalize your list, okay? Make sure back here again, you can have your name, website. You can turn on social media sharing. If you have like Twitter or Facebook, you can make sure all those are connected. And they're in confirmed opt-in. This is a really good one here. So if you've already had people on your list, part of your business before, and it works better anyway when you're having people go to a capture page just to fill out their email, you want to go turn these things off. Require opt-in. I'm not going to require it, so I'm going to turn them off. Okay, so turn these things off. Send a confirmed opt-in email for web forms. Here. All right. Now, just turn those off and hit Save Settings. Make sure you save, always save. Now I'm going to show you one other thing, the form. So let's go over here real quick. Creating a form. Sometimes business opportunities need the HTML code for a form to be set up. So we'll go over here so we can get it to roll over there. Let's create your first little form. All right, click Create. We're going to make this very quick, as quick as we can so that you can follow. And always pause if you need to understand this, and then just pause, do, play, pause. Let's see if we can get this kicked up real quick. Come on. Any day. All right. So just pick any form that you like here. There's many to pick from, templates. We'll just pick one here real quick. All right. So we like that. We're just going to load that template real quick. All right. If you don't want the name in there, you can just take it out. You can see how you can take things out. You will get a higher opt-in rate if you only ask for email. You will get a higher opt-in rate. Some people like to ask for first name. You can edit here and put that first name. But if you don't want any of this stuff in here, just get rid of it. So you're just making a basic form to work with another business opportunity based on their capture page, because they want the HTML code of your form. So we're just trying to show you that. So I'm going to take this off. Let's say, for instance, that over in your business opportunity, they only need the email. So here in AWeber, we're just going to dump the first name, only ask for the email. We'll get rid of all these other little pieces. You might not even need this part here for it, even though it's not going to let us get rid of it. So we'll just leave it here for now. We'll get rid of this. Get rid of this. We don't necessarily need that. We only need the email for over in whatever business opportunity requires this. So then we hit Save. We're going to go Save, move over. Where we're at right now, Save Form. We want to go to we're going to try to go to step 2. Go to step 2. Here, okay, name your web form. Okay, test. We'll just call it test again, just to kind of give you an idea. You call it whatever you want to call it. Basic thank you page. I tend to use a custom page. That means just grab whichever page after they do this that you want them to go to. If it's a thank you type page, once they're done and it takes them over to it, that's great. And I usually tend to click on this, open in a new window, because you want them to be able to get back to the original, but have this open in a different one. So you can put any, whatever page you feel like you should put here. You know, or you're welcome to leave it on the basic version. It'll just give them a thank you, a quick thank you. And if they're already subscribed, you do the same. If they've already subscribed one time, put another website link that you want them to go to. You know, that will take, because you're always trying to boost your potential for them to see whatever it is you're offering. So in this case, it would take them back to maybe they never got started with you on your team yet, so you want them to see it again, or you want them to see something else so that they will get started with you, which can help to increase your profits. All right, let's just go. Okay, so we had save. We're done here. Didn't put anything in. Don't need to. We'll leave it on basic. Leave all that on basic. Save. Move to the next step. Now I'm going to choose I will install my form. Okay. We want to typically, they're asking for the raw HTML version. Grab the HTML. You're going to just click in there, highlight it all, right click, copy, or Control C, and then you would take this code and go back over to wherever it's asking for in your business opportunity for that form setup. All right, I hope that part was helpful for you. Let's get out of there. We've already gone into here. Let's go back to home real quick. So you really have to start somewhere. So get yourself an autoresponder, whether it's GetResponse, PTSend, AWeber, whichever one you prefer, and begin building your list and using a capture page. So when you're driving traffic, you're wanting to send people to the capture page when they fill out their email, either their first name or email or just the email. Once they do that, it drops them into your list, and then we'll take them right over to your sales video where they can get started with your business opportunity or if they don't, they're still on your list, and you can come back to your, like here, I'm going to show you a series. You set up a series. In my list, work with Lance Sumner, messages, legacy follow-up series, you would have your series of emails set up, triggered to go out over a period of time. Okay, a whole line of emails to where people, because not everybody starts the first time. They may be 7 email series down the road and they say, oh yeah, I was wanting to get started, but I didn't know what to get back to, but now I see it again, I just got paid, I'm ready to get started. So, and like here, so when you want to send a test, and you get to test these things, so send a test, put the right email in there where you want it to go to look at it. We'll test it out real quick. Okay, already sent, and did not have that up. You go over to the email, verify. Okay, right now, I'm going to do that because it's going to ask for a code, and I don't have my cell phone on me to look in there. You would go back to the email that you sent the test, just check it out, click your link, and that would pop open. All right, so do yourself a favor. So now the segmenting. Let's get back to the segmenting. Okay, I just want to quick before we end this. And when you create lists, you create lists for certain things, whether it's a certain business opportunity. I'm going to give you an example. A big dog list building had to do with a series of videos that showed people how to do list building, and that's a giveaway. When people come, they go into that list, they will receive that series to them, and so they can kind of begin to learn about list building. Then you may have, like my team, I have a DA team, right? So digital aptitude. So you got a team, but when you want to move them off, if they become inactive, and you only have active members, you want to create a whole separate team, such as DA active, and you're going to want to move them over into their own separate list. So you create different lists. I have those that are just maybe base affiliates that are part of the team, and I have those are active players that are true business builders. These are the ones that are going for it, that what I call all in into building their business. And then you create a separate list in which they're going to be shared different related information because of where they're at within their building process, within their team building process, and maybe they're at the highest level, so they're going to get some secret sauce stuff, those ninja tips and things. And you're going to share some of that with your DA team too as affiliates to try to prompt them to get started as a business builder, but they're on a total different bandwidth, let's just say bandwidth of understanding right now, and have yet to kind of really trigger over in the mindset about really becoming an entrepreneur and business builder. So you just set up your list appropriately based on whether you have marketing tools that you want to share with people that they're going to be set up for, or whatever that is. Now, I have a laundry list here, many list names, and that was from when starting and getting used to it myself to begin to develop the lists set up correctly. So you'll do the same thing, but just take your time. So you set up an initial one where you put your email series. Then when you have active team players, you might create a separate list to segment to bring over those truly active members and move them over into that list so that they're not being sent out. Like if you send a broadcast, you may not want to, let's just choose one. Let's just choose one real quick. Legacy follow-up series. And here's how you do that. Right here, we'll go to, you can also look at how the open rates up here, percentage rate. So let's just choose one. So the way you can get that one to send out again, even though you've already got a setup of a series of emails and you want to use it to send out as a broadcast, just click copy to drafts. Do that for you real quick. Here. Get that open. I already know where it's going, so I'm not going to worry about testing it. I've already tested all these, so let's just give you an idea how that works. And so now you have it here. you would choose Send Options, schedule your broadcast, click Edit, choose all the lists that you would like it to go out to, right here. I'm going to include all lists, and I'm going to take a couple off, the ones that are DA active, a couple of active groups that I know that would not need to see this, that are active members within the business opportunities. All right, apply, and then you can also schedule here when you want it to be sent. So you pick the date on the calendar, whatever date you want, pick the time you'd like to go out based on Eastern, whatever time zone you want, and then just click. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just go ahead and hit send. It's going to send all those lists right now. So we hit send, and it goes out. Okay, so anyway, this is pretty much some of the important basics. Getting an autoresponder to build your own list because you're in full control of your own list. And most business builders know that there's money in the list, and it's very relational to your income growth. Your ability to set up your own email series for your business opportunity, because not everybody starts the first time, but may start seven emails down the road, as well as your ability to broadcast, sharing added value. Okay, so you may share your opportunity, but at the same time, share business building tips, added value that help other business builders, entrepreneurs, because they may already be doing something. And they may maybe you have a tool that you share, such as an autoresponder now, and they will want to do the same thing. So you're able to share with them your AWeber link, or your traffic tool, or whatever, or maybe it's your lead capture page tool, whatever business building tools you have. And I share those with my team members, and they appreciate it because I've already went through the ropes of learning how to do things right through a lot of trial and error of the failures of before, but getting things right and knowing what to do now. So anyway, I'm here to help each and every one of you. Please get me on facebook.com/Lance, LANCE, LANCE.Sumner, .SUMNER, facebook.com, Lance.Sumner, and connect with me. I'm here to help you. And like I said, I hope this was very helpful for you, and look forward to seeing you on out here in the internet world being very successful.